Nikola Tesla once said, "If you want to know the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." He wasn't only describing electricity, he was describing existence itself. Everything vibrates, every thought, every emotion, every object, even money. And yet most people misunderstand money. They see it as paper, digits, or coins. Cold, hard currency. But money is more than that. It is energy in motion, a medium of exchange shaped by our vibration. This is why some people seem to effortlessly attract wealth, while others struggle no matter how hard they try. It is not luck, it is alignment. Tesla spent his life studying unseen forces, the invisible frequencies that power the world. And in his philosophy, we find a blueprint for wealth. Because just as electricity must be tuned, so must your consciousness. To attract abundance, you must first align your spiritual and mental frequencies. Before money appears in your hands, it must first appear in your spirit. The spiritual plane is the highest frequency, the realm of belief, gratitude, and divine trust. When you live in scarcity consciousness, always fearing lack, always doubting abundance, you're vibrating at the wrong frequency. You repel wealth. But when you shift into gratitude, when you believe that the universe is abundant and that money is simply one of its many expressions, you begin to attract. Gratitude opens the flow, faith sustains it, service multiplies it. Tesla himself lived in simplicity, yet his ideas were abundant beyond measure. Why? Because he was aligned with the infinite. He trusted inspiration more than competition, vision more than material obsession. He knew that ideas are the currency of the higher planes, and from those ideas, entire industries were born. If you wish to acquire wealth, you must first feel wealthy in spirit. You must say, "I am abundance, I am worthy, I am connected to the infinite source." This is the spiritual alignment that unlocks the flow. The second plane is mental. Thoughts are vibrations too. Every time you think of money as scarce, hard to get, or corrupt, you program your subconscious to resist it. But when you see money as energy, as freedom, as a tool of service and growth, your subconscious aligns with abundance. Tesla was a master of mental programming. He visualized every invention before it was built. He didn't simply dream. He believed with such clarity that his mind became a laboratory, more powerful than any machine. This is the power of mental alignment. To align with wealth, you must hold a vision of it in your mind so clearly that it feels inevitable. Success is not an accident. It is a mental habit. You must affirm daily, "I am worthy of wealth. I am attracting opportunities. I am building prosperity." Over time, your subconscious accepts it as truth. And once the mind accepts, the body acts, and the world responds. The third plane, the physical, is where money finally appears. But it is not the starting point. It is the reflection. The house you build in the mind becomes the home you live in on earth. The gratitude you embody in the spirit becomes the wealth you hold in your hands. This is why so many chase money and never find it. They are trying to manipulate the reflection without changing the source. They labor endlessly on the physical plane while ignoring the spiritual and mental. It is like trying to change the image in the mirror without moving the object. Futile. The truth is simple: align the higher planes, and the physical follows. This is not mysticism, it is vibration. It is Tesla's secret applied to wealth. As we close this first part, remember, money is not merely currency, it is vibration. It is a frequency that flows toward those who are aligned spiritually and mentally. Gratitude, belief, vision, clarity. These are the true currencies. Most people run after money as if it were prey to be hunted. They chase, they grasp, they force. But the more they run, the more money seems to escape. Why? Because chasing creates resistance. It tells the universe, "I do not have enough. I am lacking." And in vibration, like attracts like. If your energy says lack, you receive more lack. This is why desperation pushes wealth away. Tesla understood that energy doesn't respond to force but to resonance. You do not pull lightning from the sky by chasing it. You attract it by becoming the conductor. Wealth works the same way. To stop chasing, you must first align. You must see yourself as already abundant in the higher planes, spiritually and mentally. When your vibration is abundance, the physical plane cannot help but mirror it. On the spiritual plane, alignment begins with trust. Trust that abundance is your natural state. Trust that wealth is not scarce but infinite. Tesla trusted the unseen forces of the universe long before anyone else believed him. In the same way, you must trust that money flows where it is welcomed with gratitude, not fear. Gratitude is the gateway. The more thankful you are for the wealth you already hold, the more you invite. Even small amounts of money, when blessed with gratitude, multiply. Gratitude transforms scarcity into abundance. Service is the multiplier. When wealth is tied to service, it grows. Tesla's inventions were not designed to hoard riches but to serve humanity. True wealth is always tied to contribution. When you align spiritually, you realize money is not an end but a tool to expand good, to uplift others, to amplify light. On the mental plane, alignment is clarity. You must know exactly what you want. The subconscious cannot respond to vague desires. Tesla visualized every detail of his inventions before he built them. He believed so strongly in his visions that they became inevitable. Wealth works the same way. You must hold a clear vision of financial freedom, of success, of abundance, not as fantasy but as fact. Your mind must see it as already true. Daily affirmations, visualization, and self-talk are not games. They are tools to reprogram your subconscious. Belief fuels this process. If you believe wealth is corrupt, difficult, or unreachable, your subconscious will reject it. But if you believe wealth is energy, natural, and aligned with your purpose, your subconscious accepts it. And once the mind believes, the body acts accordingly, and opportunities manifest. Tesla's genius was not only in machines, but in understanding that unseen forces shape reality. Electricity, magnetism, frequency, invisible to the eye but undeniable in effect. Wealth is governed by the same law. You may not see the energy of money flowing, but it exists. Thoughts, emotions, and intentions are frequencies. When tuned correctly, they draw wealth as naturally as a magnet draws iron. Tesla knew that reality itself is energy organized by frequency. The rich are not lucky, they are aligned. The poor are not cursed, they are out of tune. Align, and the universe must respond. So how do you align with wealth in practice? By tuning the 3 planes every day. 1. Spiritual alignment. Begin with gratitude. List 3 financial blessings daily. Affirm your connection to divine abundance. I am one with infinite supply. Use wealth as service. Ask, how can my prosperity uplift others? 2. Mental alignment. Visualize your wealth with detail. See the home, the freedom, the security. Affirm daily, I am wealthy, I am prosperous, I am abundant. Reprogram limiting beliefs by replacing them with empowering truths. 3. Physical reflection act in alignment. Save, invest, create, build. Surround yourself with abundance-minded people. Allow opportunities to flow. Don't force, don't chase, receive. Wealth is not hunted, it is attracted. It is not chased, it is mirrored. The universe is a great conductor, responding not to desperation but to resonance. Tesla taught us that energy flows where frequency is aligned. So align your spirit with gratitude and service. Align your mind with clarity and belief. Then let the physical reflect the wealth that is already yours, because abundance is not outside of you, it is you.